Ready. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one. Big grip. Big grip.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run for it with Henry. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 26 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Joker. Begin. Check 52. No. Off.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 70 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So much for just picking up the first down. How about that run all the way on third down into the end zone?
I'd say this was a bonus run because you're right. All you're trying to do is get the first down in that situation. But to top it off with that gigantic sprint and to go all the way, the only thing he's worried about near the end of that run is if someone's going to jump on his back, and I mean Mr. Fatigue. And that's all he was worried about. Well-conditioned, carried it all the way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. On third down, it's Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On second down, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. On third down, Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Whip. Watch the whip. 22 jet bomber.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On second down and 4. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. score. It's a Titans touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Prescott to throw it, being chased out left. Gonna take a shot for Gallup, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Elliott, and he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the screen. Check, check. Lucky.
Running with Elliott. And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big run that time by Elliott. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They go to Elliott again. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Forbath will put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
He's got daylight. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Prescott steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw is Tannehill. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
Check the backer, check the backer. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it. Kill, kill,
now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick. they'll score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Henry out of the pistol. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Ready?
On 4th down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Well, that's a drop killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. He'll try to run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on the... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a return stop.